After their disastrous performance in England, the BCCI has now taken some action, bringing in massive changes, bringing in Ravi Shastri as the team director. Duncan Fletcher will remain as the head coach, but Shastri will be in charge of overall cricketing affairs of the Indian team. Harini has been getting us all the details and reactions. Harini, while many are questioning why Fletcher has been not sacked entirely, most experts we're speaking to say that Ravi Shastri at the helm of affairs is certainly good news.
Well, absolutely. He probably at this point of time is the most correct man to take charge of the Indian team when they're struggling after the dismal performance in England. Duncan Fletcher sidelined, not sacked yet. His contractual obligation continues till 2015 World Cup is what we do understand. But after the one-day series, this could probably be the last series that will see Duncan Fletcher being there as the head coach. But Ravi Shastri clearly is the man who will be taking all the calls, who will be taking all the shots with the Indian team from here on. He has been appointed as the team director. Bowling coach Joe Dawes along with fielding coach Trevor Penny have been sacked, or rather the official term used is been given a break by the BCCI, but pretty much sums up the sorry tale of India, where they have BCCI had no other option but to go in for this overhaul at this point of time. BCCI Joint Secretary stating that this decision had to be taken, while Duncan Fletcher, it's baffling that despite the horror run that India has had under Duncan Fletcher, he still continues to hold on to that position of the head coach. We've been speaking to a lot of experts at this point of time. They do believe Ravi Shastri is the correct man because of the cricketing acumen that he brings onto the table, and also Ravi Shastri is the man who's closely followed India right through the tours in the recent times. He's seen the 4-0 drubbing in England, he's seen the 4-0 drubbing in Australia. He was he was pretty much there in England right now where India lost miserably. So he exactly knows what is the Indian team. He's someone who can demand respect, and players will listen to him. That is the reason that Ravi Shastri has been entrusted with the responsibility of taking charge and making a complete overhaul in the Indian team and work closely with MS Dhoni.
We of course have exclusive details of what has led to this situation with the change at the helm of affairs as far as the team is concerned. What are the details that you are picking up? This is a considered decision by the BCCI, and one understands that the players have had an input.
Well, absolutely. You know, the results under Duncan Fletcher out there for everybody to see. After the 8-0 drubbing, BCCI had a review meeting with Duncan Fletcher. He was given vote of confidence. His contract was extended to 2015, but that clearly did not solve all the issues. We've been speaking to some of the players and they've been pretty categoric and open when they state that there is complete communication breakdown between the coach, the captain, and also Duncan Fletcher. All the players have come out in the defense of Duncan Fletcher, stating that his cricketing acumen, his knowledge about the game is topmost. However, we saw in England players like Virat Kohli, players like Cheteshwar Pujara being dismissed in the same manner. There were some players who approached him repeatedly to iron out technical flaws, but Duncan Fletcher did not have anything to offer. And Duncan Fletcher, considering he's worked very closely with the England team, he was the former England coach, the Indian team probably needed him the most to provide insight about the England team, but clearly that also not going to India's favour. But Tina also joins us with more details on the story. Tina?
Yes, of course, we'll continue to track what's happening, Harini. But right now, I believe we are getting a first reaction coming in from BCCI Secretary Sanjay Patel. Let's just listen into that and then continue.
Performed very badly. What is the action taken from BCCI?
Since last 2 weeks, BCCI is discussing the entire issue. And as a culmination of the same discussion, BCCI yesterday night decided to appoint former Indian captain Ravi Shastri as a team director for the ODI series between India and England, and he will take charge of the team. Mr. Duncan Fletcher will be there as a coach, but at the moment 2 other coaches have been replaced by 3 Indian coaches, and particularly Trevor Penny and a bowling coach has been replaced by Bharat. The second one is Sanjay Bangar, and the third one is R. Sridhar as the fielding coach. And we are quite sure that boys will be re-energized, and for that matter, the expertise, knowledge on field, off field of Ravi Shastri will be very helpful to bring back boys into the game. then we are quite confident on that.